Have you seen this movie?
Uh, no, I don't think
The
so.
Help?
No, I
No,
never saw The Help.
I haven't seen it either. But I did read the Wikipedia on it, like Adam.
Did you? Nice.
I did.
What's the
The
rundown? This was a
Um,
very
Very
wasn't the
popular movie.
yeah, wasn't it? Didn't it win like an Academy Award? But it was. I think this was the year after Oscar So White when they were just like every single movie was a huge virtue signal.
Let's see. Won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress. The film
Yes.
received three other nominations, but I guess did not win. So,
What year was it?
uh,
I'll look up Oscars.
2011. So it'd be the 2012
So
Oscars.
White. I'll look up Oscars So White. Let's see what year that was. Oh, they can't make it easy on me, can they?
Oh my God. So The Help is
Mhm.
about. Let me give you the plot. Well, I think he explains the plot rundown.
Help had been ceremoniously congratulated for being a fantastic take on 1960s racism, which modern audiences could easily digest. But today it is recognized for being subtly racist for another reason.
I'm trying to find the first year of the Oscars So White, and it's like this scenario happened in both 2015 and 2016. 2020 Oscars avoided the Oscars So White scenario. It's like
Yeah, so
every
probably
single
started in
year.
2015. So this was before the Oscars. So
Okay,
like
interesting.
stuff, right? No, but it's so funny because what Quentin said. This is so indicative of why the woke shit is bullshit. Okay, so in 2011, when this movie comes out, okay, this movie is about the civil rights era.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's about the civil rights movement, and it's about specifically it's about a white girl kind of realizing the racism of the time and of her parents and her family in terms of how they treat the help, the maids who are black.
Man, we should see
And
this movie. It sounds really fascinating.
boring, yeah, but no, but so um
Is there
so
any
so,
lasers in this movie? Because
yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
huge fan of lasers.
I don't think the maid her arm turns into a laser cannon and she destroys the racist white guy in the movie. I don't
Will
think that
this
happens.
movie teach me to empathize with people?
Yes.
Will it make me feel sad? I don't like feeling sad.
There you go. Probably. But anyway, so it's funny because it's 2011. This
Mhm.
movie comes out, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is like a great movie. It's anti-racism. It's teaching you to be empathetic to people of other races, etc., 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 etc." But now, in modern times, in the year 2020, a mere 9 years later, everyone's like, "This movie is racist and bigoted because the main character is a white girl and she's the main character and everything's through the white girl's perspective.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's racist." It's so dumb. It's like it's impossible to please the woke crowd. It's impossible. Like don't even try. Don't even bother.
Yeah. Their best case movie is like you're supposed to actually show it through the black person's perspective, right? And the white person is supposed to be the villain, the evil
Right,
person.
which you can do. Like nothing
Totally.
wrong in
How
inherently
many
doing that,
white
but
people are going to empathize with that though? How many white
well,
people are just going to walk out of that movie theater and be like,
right.
"I'm more racist than when I went in."
Right. Well, this gets in. I'll play the video for a little bit more because this gets into the whole white savior trope, which I despise because the woke crowd fundamentally doesn't understand storytelling at
Right.
all, which is why all woke movies are awful.
Right.
Woke stories are awful.
Well, they're not interested in storytelling. They're interested
Right.
in virtue signaling.
Yes, that's true.
It declines to allow historical people of color to tell their own story, and instead assigns a white woman the task of doing so for them. General audiences, when asked to hear about periods of time in the past like the 1960s, will always prefer there be some
I mean, I'm thinking of this from like a story perspective. Like, don't you kind of want the real purpose of the movie is to tell the white people in the audience, to let the white people in the audience see the perspective of the white person in the movie. I mean, we're talking about a movie I haven't seen, but I would assume that her character arc is coming to discover that she's kind of a bigot, right?
Well, no, I think she starts off as not a bigot, but she's like uncovering the bigotry of her family and other people.
Okay, right. So wouldn't you want
Um,
to, if the purpose of that, uncovering that bigotry is to show other white people about the bigotry, wouldn't you want a white protagonist? So that seems to make sense.
but Adam, that makes sense and it's logical.
Yeah, totally
Okay.
logical.
But this is what's so bafflingly stupid. Okay. You ask a black person, you say, hey, was it bad that you didn't have equal rights as white Americans in the 60s and before that? And they'll say, obviously.
Yeah,
Right?
terrible.
Okay. So, but what you said, you totally hit the nail on the head. It's like, this is a movie that's designed to try to presumably make the majority of people in the country who are not black empathize with the plight of the black population during that time period.
Correct.
And in order to do that, what do? You create a character who represents the audience whom they can project onto.
Totally.
And then when that character empathizes with the plight of the black community, the audience empathizes with the plight of the black community. Quentin, this is
Yes.
so fucking obvious. Okay.
Yes.
It's not racist, you stupid idiot. This is how storytelling works.
Yes. They call that character usually the everyman because they want every man to empathize with them.
Exactly. That's just no. Exactly.
Yeah. This is funny because they have been kind of like the whole civil rights like goal has kind of been in movies forever. But now it's just a question. Now they're arguing over the storytelling dynamics, like how to basically do this the civil rights goal and make it work. I guess they just don't understand how it works.
Well,
I guess the
think
way
it's
it works is racist now.
I think it's exactly what you said. They're not interested in actually being practical or pragmatic or telling a good story or connecting to people. They're interested in virtue signaling.
Right. Preaching.
And this is the problem, which I didn't really, I guess, fundamentally think about until recently. But this is all critical theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the whole literally the entire point of critical theory is to deconstruct everything and say that it's bigoted or racist or oppressive in some way. That's literally the point. They're saying, let me look at everything I can and find the oppression. Okay.
Yes.
Like that's the entire point. Anita Sarkeesian has that famous line where she says, everything is racist, everything is sexist, and it's our job to point it out. Okay. Because these people, like Quentin, like Anita, and like the critical theorists, are so dumb.
Yeah.
They have no knowledge of how the human brain works, that they don't understand the most basic facet of human thought, that the brain is basically a pattern recognition machine. That's like the most base function of how the brain works. Okay. So that's why when ancient people looked up into the stars, they could draw lines around the stars and say, look, it's a scorpion. Look, they're twins. Look, there's a guy, there's Orion. Like that's how they create shapes in the stars. That's why when you look at random things, you look at wood grain and say, oh, it's the face of Jesus. It's because your brain wants to see patterns everywhere. That's why people are racist. That's exactly why people are racist and tribal, because they think that they see a pattern and your brain so desperately wants to fit everything into a neat little pattern. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally the basis of racism. So your brain wants to fit everything into a neat pattern. And these people like Quentin and Anita are so stupid that they don't understand that if you tell yourself, if you enter a situation saying, hey, I'm going to find the racism, I'm going to find the sexism, your brain will automatically make it so it's there.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
It will find it for you. It will construct it for you. That's the whole point of ink blocks. Your brain will look at an ink blot. It's a random fucking picture, and your brain will somehow make it into a recognizable shape before your eyes.
Yeah. You've heard the example of the white person and the black person walk into the store. Have you heard that one?
No.
So, yeah, this is like the critical race theory example that's going around because you can't win in this situation. Like a black person and a white person walk into the store at the same time, right? And you're like the salesperson. who do I go over to first? Do I go over to the white person first, or do I go over to the black person first, right? You're like, I don't want to be racist here. Like, come on. No one wants to be racist, right? So if you go over to the white person first, then you're racist because obviously black people don't have any money. What the hell? Like, why even, like, come on. Why are they even at the store, right? So you're like, I don't want to do that. That's bad, obviously. So you go over to the black person first, and it's like, oh, black people are shoplifting. So we have to make sure we escort the black person.
Exactly.
So you can't win. Whatever you do, you're a racist. So yeah, exactly. Whatever you do, the pattern is there.
Exactly. If your goal is to find the witch, to find this person to be a witch, you're gonna find the evidence to make them a witch. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to find that the next person is racist, you're gonna find the evidence to make them a racist.
Yeah. Sad. Yeah, very sad. We're in a crazy situation right now.
And that's so bad.
Isn't it best just to put all this stuff? I feel like we were so close. I feel like we were so close.
I know. I know. See, but that's what's so frustrating, because I agree with you. I felt like we were so close to really like moving forward. And then the woke nation attacked and literally just tore everything apart that people had worked so hard for so many years to build up.
They're still tearing it apart right now.
I know. Currently.
Quentin's working on it right now with this video. Sad.
I know. It's like, look at Hamilton. It's being, everyone's saying it's like the best thing ever. And it's, such a positive experience because, you have all the founding fathers as black. And Quentin's like, no, it's not woke enough, guys.
Yeah. Man, so bad.
Periods of time in the past, like the 1960s, will always prefer there be some ahistorical white protagonist who holds the values of today's society without it being questioned.
Really? People, wait a minute. Adam. This is crazy to me. I didn't know this. Did you know that when people watch a movie about history, that they sometimes or often generally want the main character to kind of embody the values and principles of modern times?
Yeah. Wow. I like my protagonist to be totally amoral.
Like, this is crazy. That's just racism, isn't it, Adam? Like, wanting your protagonist to be an everyman you can project your thoughts onto and your experience onto so you can easily empathize with them. I've never heard of that before.
It's true.